I just got done painting a wall in my garage, and I figured I'd show you guys a few cool painting tricks that even some professionals may not know. Here is a reusable tray insert. You can get these at like Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace Hardware, probably even. And people don't know this, but these reusable or these throwaway inserts are reusable. And the secret to this, as you can see, I have gray and white because I painted with this before, and I'm just finishing. The secret is if you get it to where there's not much paint in it, then you just roll the excess around, you know, so it's all flat like that, and then you let it dry and you can reuse it later. Now if you have a lot of paint in there, then you might want to just throw the tray out, but that's a tip for you. Now another trick that people don't know about is how do you save the roller? Don't wash it out. That never works. Use a piece of aluminum foil, wrap it on like this, and you take this off. Now this will save perfectly, definitely for a day and for up to 3 days. If you want it longer than that, then you have to tape it. Preferably you'd use aluminum tape like this if you happen to have some. Otherwise, you know, use any tape and it'll last longer. The only reason it goes bad is because air eventually gets into these folds, but aluminum, it keeps it perfect. That's why paints are in aluminum cans. That's why a lot of food like toothpaste or whatever isn't wrapped in aluminum, because aluminum keeps stuff good. Like if you wrapped it in plastic, it doesn't last as long as aluminum. Here's another paint trick that not many people know about. They always say like, oh, this kind of paint or this kind of tape really sucks. They don't like it for whatever reason. All tape is good. It's just you have to use it for the right thing. This is frog tape. It's one of the more expensive ones. This is really good for walls if you want to be able to pull it back off. This will definitely, it's more stickier than both of these, but the problem is if you put it on your wall, when you pull it off, you might get paint with it. This, you're not going to get paint. These two, you can put it on and you can pull it off, and it's very rare that would take the paint off with it. This one you can leave on a little bit longer than this one. So if you're doing a project where it's going to be up there for like a week, I'd say use frog tape. If it's only going to be up there for maybe 3 days, you can use this. Now, sometimes you can get away with the cheap stuff. If you put it on for like an hour and pull it right off, then usually you can get away with that and it won't pull the paint off with it, or as long as you at least pull it off on the same day. But be careful, because sometimes it does come off. And there's another kind of tape. Let's see if I have that kind of tape. Oh, here it is. There's this kind of tape. And this isn't good for many things, but it's really good if you use it on the right thing. This is perfect for glass or like shiny metal, but not so good for like painted walls or wood. It doesn't stick very well. If it's the wrong thing, like it comes off too easy, you know. But if it's a piece of metal like that, like that, it sticks pretty good to metal. Here's another trick. If you want a perfect paint line, right? How do you get a perfect paint line? You use caulking. You just put caulking along the line and then you wipe it off with your finger. And once you paint, then the paint won't bleed into it because the caulking will get into this line. So when you pull it off, you'll have a perfect line. That's very helpful for baseboard. That's how I get a perfect clean line. Trying to think of any other painting tricks. Let's see. Here's another painting trick. This, I did not originally open this bucket. And as you can see, this horrible paint in here, there's a secret that not many people know about. You take toilet paper and you clean it out like that. And you'll clean it a lot. Maybe you take one this way and one this way, and you clean it like this, and then paint will gush out. And you just keep cleaning it until it's completely clean. And then your lid will always look new, and it'll keep your paint. Because what happens when it's not clean, I don't know if you can see this, but it's rusting in here. So this paint won't last as long. If you have a perfectly clean lid, it might last 10 or 15 years. With a lid like this, it might only last 2 years. So it's a great tip if you want to keep paint for a long time. And it's annoying if you don't clean it out, because when you put this back on, paint's going to squirt at you and get you messed up, and yeah, it dries out. Not a good thing. Another trick, well, maybe this one's obvious to most people, but to open a paint bucket, always use one of these. You go like that, you know, it opens it much easier, much better than just using a regular screwdriver. I think that's all the paint tricks I can think of right now, but hopefully this video has helped you, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up or subscribe. Thank you. Bye.